Hello everyone, Shroomraver here, and today I have for you a short post-narrated session, which will only be 3 episodes long. The reason it's post-narrated is because I was just testing out the new tier, and I happened to get into a run of fairly good battles. Now the last time I did a post-narrated session was, I think, way back in the days of my my Happini Metapod defensive core. This isn't going to become a regular thing, by the way. It's just that I had these battles that turned out to be pretty good, and I wanted to showcase this team in the FU tier. This is to PU what PU is to NU. It's just the lowest of the low. There's already a lot of standard things. I'm using a few of them, but in maybe different ways to what they're normally seen. So let's go over the team I was using. We have my favourite Huntail, Conchinguia. This is my defensive Huntail set, Waterdale leftovers with Superfang, Brine, Toxic and Infestation. You know the drill with this one. Trap him, status him, take him down with Superfang and then kick him out with Brine, basically, is the way it goes with that. Oh, sorry, sort of went on to my background for a little bit there. Anyway, moving on to complete the that part of the defensive core, we have Gogoat. Gogoat named Why Am I Here? Because why is Gogoat here? I mean, you may remember a while ago I had a battle with Chromium in UU, and he used Gogoat to great effect in UU. I was surprised that it was in NU, then I realised it was in PU, now it's in FU. This is the lowest of the lowest of the low. Why is Gogoat here? I don't understand. Anyway. People are abusing it, I'm going to as well. This is a Big Root, Sap Sipper set, Horn Leech, Earthquake Leech Seed and Sub. Nice and especially defensive. Then we have Quilava. This is Mohawk the Quilava. This is an Endure Reversal Leechy Berry set with Flame Charge and Quick Attack. Something I've always longed to work on Quilava. I've never really found an ability to make it work, but we'll see if it does so here. Then we have Cadet Bravebird. Captain Bravebird's little brother, I think it was Don Fanatic, who used Captain Bravebird to such great effect in the old PU tourney and in subsequent showdown sessions. But we've got Cadet Bravebird. This is the defensive build of Staravia. Physically defensive with Intimidate, Violite, Bravebird, U-Turn, Defog and Roost. Then we have Pass, the Plusle, Choice Specs Plusle with Lightning Rod, Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Grass, on HP Ice. A wholly underused Pokemon Plusle. A lot of people tend to use Minun. Gonna go with Plusle just to see how it will do. And finally we have the man, Rick Gastly. Yes, Rick Gastly is here. Choice Scarf Gastly, Shadow Ball, Sludge Wave, Dazzling Gleam and Thunderbolt. Sludge Wave over Sludge Bomb, chiefly to sort of circumvent those pesky bulletproof Quilladins that are literally all over the tier right now. Bulky Grass is a thing with Gogoat and Quilladin. Ivysaur I think is there as well. But yes, that's what Sludge Wave is there for. That's the team. We'll get into the battles now. They, as I say, are going to be post-narrated. No face cam, unfortunately. But we'll get into the first battle and see how things turned out. So, the first game of this little session was against Awesome Naught. As you can see, he's got some big threats. The one you can't see up there, that is Pikachu Bellform, the one that gets Icicle Crash, which is going to come into play sometime in the game. He's got the Gogoat, he's got Grumpig. Both of these are big walls. You've also got Lairon, which can do that job as well. A couple of big special attackers in the form of Lampent and the dangerous Frogadier. Now, let's get into the battle and see how things went. I'm going to lead off with Staravia as he goes Lairon. I want none of this action, so I'm going to just U-turn straight on out of there into my Gogoat as he goes for the rocks. I go for the Earthquake. He's got nothing to resist Earthquake, nothing to be immune to it. He's got the Gogoat, of course. He's going to get a Toxic on me, and he's going to see this as the chance to let Lairon go down to my Gogoat. But he has things to deal with this. He can deal with Pikachu. Now, I know he's got Ice Crash. I pivot into Huntail, and from there I can go straight into Plusle, because I know he's going to go, presumably for the Wild Charge. I can get a Lightning Rod boost, and then outspeed, hopefully, and kill it with HP Ice. And that is exactly what happens. Down goes Pikachu, big threat out of the way. Gogoat comes in. I'm at +1 specs, but look how little that does. Presumably that's Assault Vest Gogoat, who can just destroy my face with Earthquake. But I have Gastly. He's going to go into the Grumpig Sludge Wave, not doing as much as I would like, but I do get the poison. not too much of a thing because Grumpig does of course have Heal Bell. Gonna go into my Go-Go's to see what I can do against this Grumpy. He gets a crit Psyshock, which is unfortunate. I doubt it mattered in the long run. He does outspeed me and can take me out with a subsequent Psyshock. I am specially defensive. Does mean that I get a chance to go into my Staravia, threaten him out with the possibility of a U-turn maybe or a Brave Bird. In comes Lampen. I actually take the opportunity to defog, and I'm going to U-turn. Unfortunately, he goes for a substitute, and this is a problem because it means I basically have to sack off something else, and I choose Huntail for the job. I know that a Brine will break the sub. He goes for the Shadow Ball, he does get the Spidef drop, and with my leftovers, you know, maybe min-max would have come into play if that Spidef drop hadn't happened, but it doesn't matter in the long run, and you'll see why Hax plays more of a role for me than it does for my opponent. Gonna be able to revenge with the Shadow Ball from my boy Rick Gastly, taking out the Lampent. And in comes the Frog. I want none of that action, gonna sack off Quilava, who did nothing this game. Goes for the Hydro Pump, and here is where it all goes wrong for Awesome Naught. He misses a Hydro, which is desperately unfortunate. Means I get a huge chunk of damage with Brave Bird, and then he misses the second one, which means Brave Bird can take out the Frogadier, and now he just has nothing for the Staravia. Grumpig is going to go down to the combination of Brave Bird and Toxic. He can't take me out with the Psyshock because of my physical investment. So Grumpig is going to go down to the next Brave Bird, and then he just has Go-Go, which is going to be taken out from that range. With the Brave Bird, down goes Staravia to the recoil, and Gastly is left to take the 1-0 without actually doing too much. So, that was the first game. Great game, Awesome Naught. He really suffered from the hacks on his Frogadier, but able to take advantage of that and pick up the first win. So, that was the first game. Let's move on to the second and see what happened there.